Oh, goodness. Oh my gosh. We had a bad storm last night. I've got a mess on my hands. Got a lid out there. It had a half cinder block on it. I guess the wind caught them from the end. They just went like dominoes. Goodness. Lord giveth, Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Well, this is the least fun thing I've ever done in beekeeping. It's just sad. Just sad. How many stingers have I got in my pants? A few. I'm that far away from the hives, I've still got bees on me. Pretty sure that's the most stings I've taken in the shortest amount of time. Wow. Hopefully all these girls are okay. We'll find out. Well, guys, the last time you saw these hives, the bees and I were both pretty frazzled, a little chaotic, probably not thinking too clearly. But it's been 5 days, and I think have calmed down. I think the bees have calmed down a little. I have had a few guard bees find me even at my truck over here. They remember my smell after an event like this, and just don't like me too much. So what happened was last Friday evening, about 10 p.m., we had a severe thunderstorm come through, and there was this storm wall that just came gushing in at about 10 p.m. and I don't know what the straight line winds were, but it ripped smokehouse roof off behind my house. It knocked this hive over. It came due west, which is a little odd, and this hive dominoed into the others, and they all fell down. And so I wanted to cover real quick what I did to fix that. On this end hive, I set an extra block as a foundation on the windward side and set them perpendicular to the hive, so it's sitting on 3, not 2. That way, if there is any rock in that 8-inch block, there isn't now. The 16-inch plane isn't going to rock. So I've sturdied it up. I've actually got some extra block on it because guess what? Friday night, tornadoes. We're having another one of these wind events. So I'm trying to get ready. I also set some T-posts between the outside hives and the ones on the inside. If I do get a hive to tip, it'll be one on the end. And this will prevent dominoing. If a wind comes from the front or the back and knocks them forward, that's one thing. But when they domino into each other coming down the side, they just knock the whole row over, and this should prevent that. In fact, I may get another one and set it in the middle of this row. I could also, in the future, just space hives out farther where they aren't within distance to tip another hive over if they do go over. But I actually like having hives about this distance apart. It makes it easy to set stuff on top of the neighboring hive and lean lids up and just do a lot of different things. So I don't know that I'm going to change that with this one event. It's, 4 years, this is the first time it's happened. It's not been a problem. I don't foresee it being a consistent problem. So it's been 5 days. I've got pretty decent flight on all these, it looks like. Pollen coming in. I don't know if they're queen ride or not, and I don't know that I'm going to check them all. I'm going to dive into 1 or 2 of them today, but the hives on the ends I won't touch because we do have this weather coming up, and I don't want to break the propolis seals loose on all of them. And whichever 1 or 2 I do get into, I'll probably put an extra block on just to give them a little extra weight. This is a bad time of year for this, and you've got to understand the dynamics of the hive to understand why. The hives are at their lightest point of the year right now. They have come out of winter, they've eaten winter stores, they are brooding up to increase population for the nectar flow, so they're eating a ton of food. So the hives are as lightweight right now as they're going to be all year long. And then also I am doing constant inspections, every 7 to 14 days. I'm breaking all these boxes loose. So I'm breaking the propolis seals loose. So the boxes are not as glued together as they normally would be, and the hives are lighter in weight than they normally would be. That's just how it is. That's one of the reasons why this happened. I wouldn't expect this to happen in the fall because hives are really heavy. They're glued together really well, and we also usually don't get these kind of spring storms in the fall. We don't get tornado weather that time of year typically. I did open feed a few gallons of sugar syrup the same day that I put them back together just to give them a morale boost, and if they needed some feed, they would have it available. Looks like they're putting that syrup to good use. They're starting to draw foundation. That's a good sign. Got really young milk brood over here. Some of it's grafting age. And since they were knocked over 5 days ago, there's some eggs in there that are about 2 or 3 days old. They're just starting to lay over. That means I'm queen ride here. That is all I need to see right now. They look a lot better than I thought they would. We got bees with pollen on their legs all the way up here at the top. That means I may have brood in the top box. Yeah, milk brood, lots of it. I've got just hatched larvae in here. Sealed brood on the other side. Wow. And eggs. Wouldn't surprise me if the queen's on this frame. Really a nice pattern there. It's amazing. You wouldn't think anything had happened here. It's just a beautifully organized frame. Well guys, that's 2 out of 6 that are queen right, look beautiful. I'm not going to check the others today. I'll probably wait till after this wind event. Just make sure they're okay, but I think I'm just going to treat them like normal hives. Make sure they're not getting too big, trying to swarm on me, pull them back when they need it, equalize brood out, and just make sure they're queen right next week. That's amazing. It's absolutely amazing that they look as good as they do after looking like drowned rats on Saturday morning. Oh, they were ill. They were so mad. And today, nice sunny day, they've got trees blooming all around. Dogwoods are blooming. Starting to see some ornate crab apples bloom. And boy, they've changed their mood a lot. It's just amazing. Guys, I appreciate you watching. I'll see you on the next one.